Gonna test this out, see how we do on a archer build. Playing on offline mode for the first time, see how that runs better, see if that runs better than the online mode. Game's still in alpha, so it definitely has some work to do so far from what I've seen. What I've gone through is that the mage is basically the class to go. Some melee still works really well. I haven't tried the archer, so I'm gonna try that out, see how that works, and see how good it flows. Definitely can't wait till they get the game more optimized to where it runs a little smoother, because currently it's kind of very glitchy as far as the graphics and PCs. Sometimes I can load in with max settings and be just fine, and sometimes I can't even move. So definitely gotta hopefully get that going a little smoother to where we can run it with the best quality and be able to enjoy it better. That and the loading takes a little while, but once you get in, there's not really much loading anywhere. I mean, when you go into the dungeons and stuff like that, there's a short load in for that, but the initial load into the game generally takes a little while. But so far, from what I've gathered from playing it for a few days now, it's definitely interesting. It's kind of a mixture, kind of what I read, mixture basically between Diablo 1, 2, 3, kind of Path of Exile, blend, all that. So, let's see. I just hope I'll be able to get through. Let me change one setting real quick. Give me 1 second. Let's see here. Alright. Blah, 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 blah. Let's learn this real quick. Go ahead and put this into the... When I first started, I was like, okay, where'd the skill go? But, like I said, still being worked on, so... Here we go. This game's still, I mean, once you get in maxing, definitely, I mean, even on low, I got it on low right now, but even still, the graphics in the game are pretty good, so can't complain too much. Yeah, I kind of got bored on my mage because basically all I do is throw an orb and follow it, and it kills everything in its path. And I haven't even got her to 20 yet. I think she's 18. That's one thing I do like so far about the game, is that it does implement the whole environmental fields to where if you're standing in water or stuff like that, all helps generate more damage for you. Always a shield in there. just hope I'll be able to go in there and kill this guy easily compared to last time. Last time when I started my character, it took me a couple tries to finally kill him. You get kind of overwhelmed since you don't have no skills, no nothing other than what you're starting out with right now. You kind of get overwhelmed where you run out of all energy before the boss even spawns, and even if you make it to that point, then you gotta chase everything around. Globes don't pop out very often, so definitely makes things interesting. There's not a lot of, at least every time I've gone through here, there's not a lot of elites and stuff along those natures to really try to level up out here. But I do kind of like the whole hybrid deal to where you got Umbra and you got your raid over here, and it just kind of makes it more interesting to play. I mean, later on in the game, it doesn't really matter because you get such high regen to where, like on my mage, I can sit there spam all my skills and not have any issues. But early on, you kind of got to mix things up to kind of keep your Umbra up, or you can do your skills. Because see, now they're going to come in here and start. Oh, let's get in the water. Maybe that'll help. There we go. Oh yeah, that's a whole lot better. Yeah, I guess when I first started, I didn't even think about that. Come here, you big fat bastard. Ay, ay, ay. Oh. Yeah, standing in the water makes it a whole lot easier. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I haven't got to try all the more agile side of the skill build to see if hopefully we get some type of a dash skill or some other than just the dodge roll. Definitely running from place to place can get kind of tedious, I guess you can say. Come on. I mean, so far being an alpha, I mean, I think it's running pretty well. I mean, I've been for 20 some odd years. I have no idea. I've done beta test almost every game day that was ever made. So, I mean, I've talked to my fair share of developers and helped out with a few games and stuff like that. It's definitely a lot of fun. So, I mean, for it being an alpha, there's not as much. I mean, there are those tweaks and things that needs to be done. I mean, my main thing would be the formats in which that's going to get done later on once the game gets more developed, because I mean they're still developing the game, still implementing a lot of features and stuff like that. So I mean, at the current stage, I'm running a whole lot better than some games that I've dealt with. So let's see. It's not gonna matter. I'll just take all that. There. Now you don't look so goofy. I don't know why I was looking at that. I ain't got nothing to spend money on. So used to games where you can press enter to continue on the king. So I always tend to press it just out of habit. Let's just do straight agility for now. And then I'll start putting toughness in later just to get some more defense, but as of right now, that's all I need. And now this is the part that I hate, because now I gotta run all the way down and around. And it's a long stinking run. Well, this is the part where basically you start getting more different gear, actually get drops and money drop and all that stuff. Alright. Yeah, this is the first time playing in offline mode, so I do see how it kind of freezes in certain points, like when I leave a main area or something like that, so I'm guessing that's the background game saving the progress in the background. But I do like how as if you have like melee stuff on, you can actually go around breaking stuff. I don't know if you can with like archery or not, because I tried with my mage and it just sits there and shoots at it and shoots at it and shoots at it and doesn't do anything. Let's see what this has. Can I two-hand yet? Nope. Oh yeah, I can. Cool. Alright, let's see what we got here. Not implemented. Yeah, see, some of these skills are still building out the trees and adding stuff, so. And each time they become poison. I like that. That's it. That'll definitely increase my stuff pretty good there. Definitely want to jump in these little dungeons every time you see them. A lot of times they're just really short ones, but that's where you get a lot of the good gear, because you get a boss at the end that usually drops halfway decent stuff. and that would be the boss in this area. I mean, so far from what I've seen, the majority of the gear with, like, say, blues, yellows, stuff like that, primarily most of mine have always been from chests. There we go. A little more DPS there. Let's see what this says. I want agility, so more life, I'll take it. So, as soon as I can afford to get me a archery weapon, I'll be good, or hopefully one drops here soon. Because I'm definitely lacking on my DPS, mainly because I'm going all agility. Let's see here. Let's go this way. Oh, that's a little better DPS. Got me more armor. Let's see here. Definitely want more crit hit. I like all three of those. Not sure if I want that, because it depends on, well, yeah, because I'm going to need rage, but I don't like that bonus because it says 100% rage generate on a first hit with melee or range. Well, no, yeah, you're definitely going to use that. I'm thinking of Umbra, so since you start out with full Umbra, you need the rage to use your skills, so that will definitely help you out. Oh, hello, guys. Good night, guys. Well, as of right now, I need all the gold I can get, so. Alright, let's see. I mean, if you really wanted to, you can sit here and blow up all these. See, mage goes right through it, but if you melee it, it actually hurts it. Well, not all, most of them. Every once in a while, you'll get one of these little turds jump out of it. Alright, so let's go to this dungeon real quick, clear that one too. Oop, here's the green guy. I like that. Yeah, I saw one one person made a build called the Bam Bam build. It's pretty interesting. I like it. I haven't tried it yet, but I've seen them play it, and it looks pretty fun. I mean, it has its downfalls, of course. Has has a downfall of, and that's a 0-0 critical. Props to him on that. Made the Bam Bam build. It was kind of interesting. I was kind of watching him play. It was fun. And then the mob that he went up against just happened to be a reflective mob, so you, that's the only thing. Wow, that was interesting. Not a single mob in here, but hey, free loot. I will definitely take it. So the way you gotta play it is you've got to basically hit a couple times and then run or roll out for the reflective damage. I mean, I like the whole being able to pan the stuff around. It's just, I guess, from playing Diablo so much, I'm so used to everything facing one direction to where whenever I um, run up on dungeons and stuff, you can't do nothing because you gotta sit there and turn screen just so you there. I mean, over time you get used to it. It's just, I guess, whenever you get in that habit of playing something a certain way and the way it is, and the way games in general are, is you generally don't have to deal with that. So, some they'll change later or what. Give me everything. Basically, starting out, you just throw everything on that you get. Missing glove. Give me that blue. I'll take. Till I get done with this, and then I get my. That's something that kind of bugs me from time to time. Is that when you're starting out fighting yellow mob like that, elite mob, and you get absolutely nothing. Oh, let's unlock this before we do anything. There we go. I'm just gonna go ahead and run to town just to see if I can get my archery stuff. Get rid of all this. And well, there's really that blows. Oh, hold up, I might be able to. Ah, ah. See, I wish you can look at. That's the one thing. The one thing I do dislike as well is that you can't tell if you can do a Wilcen. So crossbow, I meant generally it's one-handed, but if it's a small hand crossbow, then you would think you'd be able to two-hand it. But I don't know yet until I get another one, which right now I cannot afford. If only I could afford some of that stuff, so I can get my archery skills. Let's get some more ability. I always like to fill it up to where the bar is all the way full and then slowly start putting some into toughness. I'm just kind of wondering, as it says, as far as agility, it also increases your movement speed. So I'm kind of wondering how that's going to play out. As will in game, will my archer be able to run a whole lot faster than any other character? And that's another glitch in the game right now as far as archers, is that the brother gets hit by your stuff. So you can, like, if he's in the way at the beginning, I mean eventually he goes away, but as of right now, if he gets in my way, I start shooting him. Which is no bueno, because it gets kind of annoying. Now, as far as that stuff, that I have no idea what that's for. I've yet to figure that out, so I'm not sure if there's like, because from what I read, I think there's actually supposed to be a, like a necro branch type deal to where you're supposed to be able to raise dead and stuff like that. So that might be what that is if you see those, you can actually raise blood ghouls or who knows what. Alright, let's see. Yeah, I think I'm gonna hold off on this one because I want to see how this whole pairing shot stuff works. Oops. There we go, that's a little better. Alright, let's keep looking at that real quick. See. Alright, not implemented, not implemented, not implemented. See, the only thing bad of the way this is going is that I can come here and basically, as far as build goes, as of right now, I can bypass everything and get straight to this or straight to that to get to this if I wanted. Each time you shoot the same enemy. Huh. Not too shabby. Alright, which one do I want to go with? Definitely want that. Each shot with a crossbow will give you a short. Ooh, interesting. 4% not too shabby. I'll hold off on this because I gotta see if any of the skills that, because there's only a handful of skills for archery, so I gotta see if they poison the enemy, stuff like that. Don't want to spend it on stuff we don't need. Later I'll go into adding stuff into more than likely Guardian to kind of boost up my defense. But I want to get all the way tiered up for here and then figure out which one I want to go here. Let's see. Definitely like crowd control, so we'll go with that. Alright, so now we can go back to town. Talk. Oh, no. Others up here. Now I gotta run all the way out there. Then once I get out there, that'll be the conclusion of part 1 of Ranger build. See how everything goes. Yeah, I wish I could find some more elites, because if I'm the elites are generally their main focus, where you get more of the skill builds, or not skill builds, but the skill tombs. So hopefully I'll start seeing them soon, so I can get some of my. Come talk to this lady. Because I mean, I like the game. I think it's halfway decent. I mean, it does a lot of things feel more kind of like Diablo, stuff like that, but I don't need. Well, I could use that one. But it's more open. It's not you're just following a trail. There's more places where you can branch out and kind of go look at things and go do things instead of just running down following a hallway. Back here. Oh, cool. Well, that definitely makes it a lot easier. Ah, there's one. Awesome. Yeah, you'll get that every once in a while where it doesn't exactly shoot the direction you're intending to. just want to see something. That's interesting. Definitely could use that. Definitely need something there. There we go. And that will be the conclusion. Hope you liked it. Subscribe, donate, do whatever you want to do. I will be back.